go and letting God, the universe, letting life happen. Yes, getting in those yoga positions, creating space, unleashing the mysteries of life. This space feels really nice and inviting. I've been here before, and a fellow artist. And so I'm able to, actually I was persuaded. I was persuaded to do this. I think basically, you know, friends know what friends need, right? So that's a beautiful thing. And I took his suggestion, and it's really cool. I wish I could show you all those paintings. Yeah, I'm just stretching, reaching new heights. That feels good, right? And what's so cool about creating your own space is you can do whatever you want in your space. Like now. Lots of reaching. It improves the torso and it strengthens your core. And you wouldn't believe what it does for you mentally. It stimulates you entirely mentally. And then if you feel pain, which I do because I've been very active, my legs here are tight, and so you switch the position, and I switched the leg too, because I like to keep it new and just keep reaching out and up. So yes, I was inspired, so to say, right? I was persuaded, I was inspired to do this. I feel blessed for being able to create my own space and feel, you know how they say sit with yourself? Well, this is feeling the vibes, feeling the energy, and doing things that improve your posture, like sometimes just bending forward a little bit and keep your back straight instead of doing like a full bend, you're sort of just leaning. And then straight up. And you're trying to keep your shoulders back. That's the most liberating part of this. You can even put your arms behind you like this. And, oh yeah, I got my other, so this is that's a tapestry, and it has, I've used it in some of my medicine card readings, so I thought that would be, I keep it in my rover. I think only people that have their Range Rover, Land Rovers paid off, can actually say Rover. It's sort of like a privilege. But no, I have to say that because it sounds so swag. So I carry this around just in case I end up at the beach or something. And it did feel like Hawaii big time today when I left the house to come over here. It was very humid and cloudy, and then it started raining, and I'm like, great, that's why you didn't see me in the pool with my new bathing suit, but you do see half the bathing suit here, and the sundress that I wore over, which was in my last video at the park, which is only less than an hour ago. So, I think I'm gonna you know what, instead of using this as a pillow, I'm gonna use it as a butt pillow. And I'm going to see how that feels. Because sometimes floors can be a little hard, even though that's a really nice floor, and it's not hard. Just to get that extra layer of, kind of like a throne. So now I'm on a throne, and that actually helps a little more, because I'm able to really throw my hips over into the yoga position. I wouldn't get in the habit of it, because your body needs to go into the position from the flat position. That's how you can straighten your back, is by, and that's not a promise, and please don't quote me and consult with your doctor on everything. It's just me personally, this guy that had a girlfriend taught me that I used to watch him do it, and I started doing it, and my back started getting straighter. So if you lay, I think I'm going to start doing that more actually. My next video is going to be me laying down on this floor probably. So this feels good on the butt, and you stretch out your legs, and then you reach out for your toes. See, I could do that a little easier now. It takes off some of the strain. I don't know. I'm not saying try this. I'm saying that I tried it, and it's pretty good. So now you can decide which leg you want to go to. I start in the middle, that way I can stretch first. So you reach through the middle. These help your mind so much. If you just do one, your mind will be so free. Like I was talking about at the park today, so free, spirited. So just choose a leg. And then back to the middle. Always get your center. This actually helps having the padding, because I ain't gonna lie, I feel like there's a bruise on my butt bone from sitting at my desk and just sitting in general. So I'm pretty sure that's what it's from. Sometimes it's worse than others, and I'll sit in the jacuzzi and literally let the circulation go into the bone, because circulation is everything. I mean, I have an article on it, and I also have a video. It's circulation is everything, and that's why I sit in the tub and I get the jets on my muscles. And by the way, in my last workout video, I was mentioning that I had like pain here on my shin. Well, since then, I've sat in the tub a few times, and I actually got rid of it. Like, I don't have it today running around, believe it or not. I don't have that shin pain. So I think rest has a lot to do with it, and that's why when this video started, I wanted to emphasize on that. And actually now I need to switch positions, because I start feeling a cramp, and I always get out of the cramp and into something more comfortable. No pun intended. You can rest your elbows, and you can sit up as tall as you want, and you can take your space, and you can relax. Always take your space. My number one, that's the starting point of Stretchercise, establishing your space. Once you have that, like even if like 10 people live here and they don't, so, but it would be like, hey, please don't step on my blanket. So that's your space. That's your personal space and your boundaries. And I've taught a lot about that with my Native American teachings about, and it's also medicine cards and Jamie Sands, and also the path to self-care. That's my book, actually. I wrote it on Amazon. I'm mentioning other people's authors before I mention mine. That's okay, because I love things that I've learned. But mine's called The Path to Self-Care, and there's also The Sacred Path, and that's the same author I mentioned that wrote medicine cards. She also wrote, but there was 2 authors for medicine cards. She was one of them, and then she followed up with The Sacred Path cards. And we've been reading those, and we're going to be doing more of those, by the way. That's actually, like, just waiting to happen, and there's so much that I want to say. So we'll unwind with those and reach. See, it's always about reaching. And then the gentle flying. You notice I gently fly. I'm like flapping my wings. This table's right here, but I'm like doing it slow. It's okay. I haven't hit my finger. And I'm like, that's Buddha. And I feel like Buddha because I'm spreading joy and good luck and wealth. And I want everybody to prosper and be happy. And I know that getting into like your own space and then doing like a stretch or something actually helps. Even if you do one, like in acting, they taught us to do the head rolls. like, so you're supposed to rest your arms here, but for some reason, I'm gonna take the pillow out because it's not natural for me to do it that way. That's actually not a pillow, it's a unicorn blanket. I also keep that in my car because you never know. You never know. You know? You never know. Okay, so let's see. I gotta fix this, excuse me. Thank you for joining, I love you, I can't see your comments. The camera's facing me, so hey, you gotta have confidence to have a camera facing you. I'm very used to it. I've done a lot of acting and modeling all over the world, and I've been interviewed maybe 47 times. Why 47? Maybe I have it all in a resume. It's very long. And so that's my acting resume, and it's just, I have files on production companies I work for, and there's this one very reputable company, and I've worked for them on different shows, like 12 different times. Where does the time go? I'm telling you. Like, I have all that. Like, I'm very organized. That's actually how I landed that first job is somebody invited me to this party at this club on Las Vegas Boulevard in, like, old downtown. And I thought they represented it like it was a party, okay? But they found me in, like, Craigslist, like, socializing, so I could see why they thought that. And so, but she mentioned something about that it's a television show and they're filming and it's okay to be in it. I was like, okay, so I got up to the front and they're like, what are you here for? And I'm like, I want to star on your television show. I'm here to star on you, that's what I said. I'm here to star on your television show. That's what I'm here for. But right at that moment, I didn't know that. I thought it was just a gathering. And so there I was, and I ended up shooting. They called me back 4 times. Let me tell you why I think they called me back a lot of the times too. Because I was a great networker, and I'm really good with casting, like getting jobs for my friends. So I was able to, like, I'd be at a club and I'd get a text from them, like that night that I worked. I'd be like celebrating my life, and I'd be like, yeah, I got somebody for you. Somebody I just met, like, passing in the elevator at the resort or something. And I would literally get, like, people jobs as I, like, just cruise through life. I'm still cruising, technically. I mean, look, I'm able to get into awesome, let's just call it yoga, because I'm not trying to, like, brand too many things. I have Stretchercise, and people may have used the word Stretchercise before, and that's okay. I'm not sure if they have or not, because it's sort of conflicting, like, the way they wrote it, and so actually I'm the first person to write it the way I did. I think they spelled it Stretchercise. And that's funny because there's also a group called Influence Her. Yes, capital H, capital E, capital R. So I like the whole her vibe. So Influence Her, there was Stretch Her Size, I guess it was female owned. And basically, I am definitely the first person to say that. Now, if they said it in passing, then they said it, and that's totally cool too. Because I'm not even, like, really selling any merchandise. The one thing that's the most important message that I get across with Stretchercising is A, take the time for yourself, rest. That's funny because I just saw a cameraman stretch. And he already was getting into the position before I even said it. So this video must be working. Tell me if you're stretching. I love when you write your comments how you're stretching. But yeah, rest, the biggest Stretchercise points. Rest first, always, because I can't get like this. Like, literally, when we couldn't go swimming, I was sort of happy because I was resting in the lounge chair and the sun was barely peeking in over the trees and the shadow before we went to the park. So yeah, rest, stretch, reach for the toes, and always drink water, of course. I drink purified water. Create your own space. That's what today's video is about. How should I end the video? I feel like I want to take a bow because I freaking love you. Should I do that? I want to bow. I want to bow because I want to show people my appreciation. But now I'm in the wrong angle. Maybe I should just bow like this. That's nice, huh? Okay. Thank you for being in my life. Thank you for always caring and loving, and for loving yourself, and for being, and we're on this together, this life, with a great spirit watching over us. grandfather sun, grandmother moon, and lightning, and the thunder beings, and the rain. Don't forget the rain. I love you.